So, if like me, you are also really fed up with Google support because they are just useless with any kind of policy restrictions, they are very unhelpful to their customers. And now the world has come to where you just need to sort it out for yourself. So, this is for a client of mine where they had the misrepresentation policy on the 1st of May. So I made certain changes which I will share in this video, and on 7th of May, as you can see, that the issue no longer appeared. So first of all, let's talk about what is misrepresentation. Usually what it means is there is a difference between what data you've entered in your Google Merchant Center and what your website is showing. So the first thing in the checklist you need to do is you need to make sure that on your website in footer you add the phone number, email ID, which would be your customer care email ID, and the address, along with the name of the company. So, this is a client called Modern Living. That is the trading name. Their actual company name is Premier Trading Direct Limited. So, you need to mention everything, be very transparent in the footer so that you don't run into problems. The other thing you need to do is make it clickable. Here, this needs to be clickable for a better customer experience. And I'm not really sure, but I think Google now prefers that we make the phone number and email clickable. The second thing is you need to make sure you have the shipping policy, returns and exchange policy, the privacy policy, and the terms and conditions for your e-commerce store in the footer. And also check that none of these pages are empty. Third thing you need to do is in Google Merchant Center under business details, you need to mention the website name as it is. So suppose this website had the logo or the website name as modernliving.com, you need to enter modernliving.com as the name and not modern living. So that is something that a lot of people have issues with. So make sure this is right. The other thing is you need to check if the address that you've entered in Merchant Center is exactly the same as your website footer or on your contact page. This was one of the problems for this client particularly, that their address here was a little bit different than the website address. So I changed that. The other thing they were missing is the customer details. So in business details, you also need to mention your customer help email ID and phone number and whatever is your preferred method. So just check if that is also done. For them, their terms and conditions page was completely empty. So we also added content there, and you also need to check that the content is not duplicated or copied from some other website. So all of it needs to be original. These guys also didn't have this Modern Living as a trading name of Premier Trading Direct Limited. They just mentioned Modern Living. We had Premier Trading Direct Limited included because that is their business, their official business name. Fourth thing, or I don't know what the count is, but whatever. The next thing is in shipping and returns. This data also needs to come from your website. Make sure it's completely similar to what it's mentioned on the website. So for example, they didn't have a shipping policy or return policy in the merchant center, so I linked it with their Shopify. Now everything is being retrieved from the Shopify store, and I've manually added the return policy URL. So whatever details are in your Shopify store, they need to be present in your merchant center as well as your website. The other problem with these guys was they were giving a free shipping to only their email subscribers. So I got that removed because that's not really an option to set in merchant center. So we got it removed from their Shopify backend as well as their website, because I think that was one of the things that was also causing an issue. So these are all the things that you need to check. It's pretty simple to get misrepresentation approved if you are being transparent with your customers on your website and merchant center. And it will take, like, probably if you make changes and put it for review, it will surely get approved within 2 days.